Byron Harrison, 3-2-1. Byron, many congratulations on the awards you received before the start of the game.
Yeah, thank you. It was nice. It was nice to, last home game of the season, to get those awards. And I wasn't expecting it. Not all of them, certainly not. But I'm very happy to have them with me. So it was nice. It was a nice day, apart from the result.
Pretty much a clean sweep on the awards in many ways.
Yeah, I was saying I didn't really know what awards I had won at the time. 'Cause I was trying to work for the game. I was just getting called across, but now I know which ones I've won. It's not, it's nice to be held in high regard from fans and players. That you've had, a good season for your club, and I just want to build on the season.
And it does say something, Byron, when both the fans obviously pay the money and the players who play with you each week are saying this is the guy who's been our best player all season. You must be really proud.
I'm really proud of that. Obviously the players are with me day in, day out. The fans less so, and I think that one probably means more to me. Because I don't always connect with fans because of my style. So it was nice to get the votes, and I'm really happy to get that one.
And today, sort of again, isn't it? Another story of the season in many ways.
That's been the story of the season all year. I mean, end the season games can be unpredictable anyway, but that's been what we've been doing here all season. So it's just, I don't know. I spoke about the home form too much. I can't. It gets me down talking about that.
Are you glad the season's over?
I'll be lying if I say that I'm not glad it's over now. Especially when we had nothing to play for. Mentally, physically, the body's tired and the mind's tired. So I wanted to get the last game out of the way. I wanted to get a win. It wasn't meant to be. It hasn't meant to be a lot of times this season. It's disappointing.
What does the summer hold for Byron Harrison?
Rest and relaxation, but I've got a clear focus now. This is the first stepping stone. I see this as the first big step I made as a professional. This season. I know I've been promoted, but that was this has been my first full season. So I see this as my first big step in as a professional, and I want to progress. I won't be resting on my laurels next season, definitely not.
And have you got a clear focus for the areas you want to work on over the summer to get yourself ready for action?
Yeah, definitely need to cut. I think I can be fitter. I can definitely work on the mobility. Strength, explosive power. I'm talking. Dynamic work, working dynamically. That'll be the thing I'll come back and be looking to add to my game. Because an extra 5% here, 5% there. Makes a difference from going from 15 goals, to 20, 25 goals. So that'll be the aim.
You made the point, which I think is a very honest one, that sometimes your style means that the fans don't always quite get you as a player. But it does seem that relationship's been developing over this season. Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy for that too. I always want to connect to fans. It's just that it's hard for me to express what I actually feel sometimes through my body language, and I'm glad they started to warm towards me. I did really appreciate the round of applause I got, and obviously the trophy in itself.
Have you won Player of the Year awards before?
Not as a professional. No, that's what I mean. It's been a good. It's been a steady year. I can always improve in this year for sure. I know that. I think the team will improve as well. I can't see how we can't improve.
It's going to be a different year for you next year, isn't it? Because by definition, the squad is going to change over the summer. A number of players out of contract, and you will be one of the more experienced, potentially one of the longer-serving players at the club. A slightly different role, perhaps, for you next season. Yeah,
well, it's a role that I've always wanted. I've never liked travelling from club to club. Trying to find myself in football. Now I felt like I'm at a place, and my brother said to me, try and stay in one place and play your football, and enjoy it. And I am. So yeah, I'm happy to have that, to be one of those experienced players. And hopefully, I'm still learning the game myself. But yeah, I look forward to that role.
and I'm sure it must be slightly odd for you. You are now moving to be one of the more experienced players. And you look around you today, and there are a number of youngsters just finding their way into professional football.
Yeah, and I say well done to all of those guys. I mean, I think the mistakes are the reason why we lost today, not anything else. And we probably made it harder for them in a way. If we could have been coming into this game having, been on good form, and then the youngsters, sort of jump on board and they can have easier debuts than they had today. But yeah, I hope all of them go on to many more appearances next season for us, and I hope the manager's open-minded to giving them the chances that they need if they work hard and deserve it.
Brian, brilliant. Thanks so much indeed.
Cheers.
I remember one of your first interviews when you signed for Cheltenham, you said you never get a second chance to make a first impression at Wimbledon, but it's not been like that here, is it? Because you said you didn't play your best stuff last season, but you have really won the fans over this season.
Yeah, I mean, I think that probably says more about the fans here. I don't want to diss Wimbledon fans, this is not what I'm saying, but I think that the fans here have been more patient. Wimbledon fans, that they decided that they was gonna sort of like jump on my back from day one, and it was hard to settle there. I mean, I didn't give up there, I definitely didn't, and I'll never give up here either. I'm not gonna rest on laurels and think, oh yeah, I've won them round now. I'm just gonna keep playing well, do my stuff on the pitch, and hopefully that's enough.
Yeah, you know it was a big decision for you to move away from London for 2.5 years at least, but do you feel at home now here?
Yeah, I do. I had to check on the area in itself. Not say I'm young and moving out of London was as big as someone that was younger than myself, but you still want to know that you're coming to a nice area, and that was all confirmed when I spoke to Jermaine, and I've enjoyed my time here. I really have.
Yeah, it was Jamie Curris's misfortune in a way, right at the start of the season, wasn't it? That he got that injury, you came on, scored straight away, and then you started scoring goals quite regularly, and you haven't really had that much of a drought all season.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you wouldn't like it to come. You wouldn't like to come into the team under those circumstances, but football just throws you these little silver linings, and you gotta. Sometimes you just gotta go and take it, and I've done that this season. But next year I'd hope for a better pre-season. And start the season off flying. So, there's no doubt who should be leading the line or anything like that. I want to be the top man here.
Yeah, looking forward to the racecourse again then, obviously. And but what would you say are the highlight of the season for you? Because there have been some good moments, even though there's been a lot of difficult moments here. Anything stand out for you? A goal or a game where you thought really good memory?
I'm going to struggle here. It's not even any goals that I've scored myself. There's been some good away team performances that I've enjoyed, even if I haven't scored in them. I've really enjoyed playing in them. It hasn't transferred to the home matches, but I'm sure next season. I think this year was just a rut. We've had good home form for the last previous 2 years, so that's what we need to get back to. And I'll take. I don't know what the main things I'll take from the season. I'm not sure. Maybe just the fact that I made so many appearances this year. That was the highlight of the whole season.
Yeah, and if Jamie Curris, I'm not saying he's going to go, but if he does go, and that's the last time played with him today, will you always be grateful for? Because you've said a few times that he's helped you come on this season. Without
doubt, we'll stay in contact. If he's not here, I'm really hoping that he is, because I think the partnership can be worked on. It really can. I'd love to be playing with someone of his experience, and it has been a good season in terms of for myself, but it's because of players like him, and even Neil. At the start of the season, when I was having a bad time with it, he took the time, to help me out in a low moment. So I want to just say thank you to him a little bit as well. But
yeah, just finally, Byron, you mentioned your body language on the pitch, and sometimes you don't always come across how you want to. But in the dressing room, are you quiet in there as well? Because obviously you've got the players, you've got your teammates' respect from on and off the pitch. So do you keep yourself quite quiet in the dressing room?
I am pretty quiet. I have to get into the zone where everyone's like up and busy and being around. I'm literally like almost in meditation. Like I'm just sitting there quietly, and I just you know, I mean, if there's a point to be made, and I think I made it, you know, a few weeks ago, you know, because everyone cares, and you know, sometimes when you're quiet, it comes across sometimes maybe that you don't care, but I really do. So, you know, it's been called an argument. It wasn't an argument. It was just like for the best, you know, for the team, and you know, hopefully I've shown that on the pitch, you know, that I do my talking there.
Yeah. Congratulations, Byron. Cheers. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.